creepy peeps. My name is Nightmare Maven, and I like to talk about horror movies, except sometimes I don't know which ones to talk about. If you're new here, welcome. Apologies for the glare on my glasses. I need to be able to see. If you're returning, you're probably used to seeing the glare on my glasses at this point. Before I get too far into anything though, I want to say thank you to my creepy patron peeps for supporting my channel. Thank you guys so much. If you want to find out the perks to being a creepy patron peep yourself, you can follow that link in the description. Okay. So you guys are probably used to hearing this phrase by now, but I had a video that I was going to do, and then I don't know, I went to work today, and then I came home with the intention of filming said video, and all of a sudden I didn't feel like doing that video anymore. I'm just tired, and so watching a movie sounds like a lot more fun right now than writing out the script for a different type of video. So what I'm gonna do right now is literally just search for a horror movie to watch. I don't have one in mind. I'm just going to try and find one. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but here's Google. I don't know, maybe just try new horror movies and see if anything comes up. Is this gonna be a new series? Probably not. This is probably not gonna be the best way to find something. I don't know, let's just look at the first one. What's this? I Am Lisa. Bitten by a werewolf, a young woman seeks revenge against those who left her for dead in the woods. A little older, but I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Is this a horror movie? I think I remember seeing the trailers for war/horror. Oh, wait. While traveling with the top secret documents of a B-17 flying fortress, a female World War II pilot encounters an evil presence on board. Interesting. I did not know that had any like horror, like it was marked at all as a horror. I mean, if you just showed me that image, maybe. Interesting. Okay. I don't think we'll watch that today, but maybe at some point. If anyone's seen it, is it a horror movie? See, I've already seen Wrong Turn. I'm trying to find anything maybe in 2021, like something new. Seen Willy's Wonderland. What's this? Sun. I don't know why, but I feel the need to say that with a deep voice. Sun. When a boy falls ill to a mysterious illness, his mother must decide how far she will go to protect him from terrifying forces in her past. It's not bad ratings. Yes, I did just pull up Shudder like that instead of just typing it in. Oh, Slacks. Everyone's been talking about this one, huh? Just thought I'd see maybe I got a whole bunch of movies on my list that I haven't yet seen. Stay out of the fucking attic. A trio of movers, a creepy client, a horrific secret in the attic. Will they survive the night? I love the title. The title's hilarious. Stay out of the fucking attic. It's like an adult version of like Don't Go Into the Basement. Instead of Don't Go Into the Basement, don't go into the fucking basement. A group of ex-cons turned professional movers are convinced by their creepy client, Vern Muller, to pull an all-nighter for a generous pay bump. It turns out their client is a Nazi surgeon, and his living experiments are rotting in the attic. As the night progresses and rooms are cleared, they uncover the horrors that exist inside this old Victorian mansion. Together, they must find a way to escape his house of horrors. Will they be able to survive the night? Let's see what the ratings are. I've learned my lesson. Oh, sorry. Is the movie just called Stay Out of the Attic? Oh, I'm sorry. Must have typed it in wrong. Oh. The ratings are a little bit lower. I mean, on Shudder, it's not bad. I've learned now. I've learned because I've been burned before, not looking at ratings for things before I watch them. And you know, I realized maybe sometimes I should look at the ratings. I don't have to read reviews, but maybe give a little look. Although ratings aren't everything. Oh, interesting. Add to my list. Did it add it? No? Oh, it did. Okay, cool. Oh, is that the OG? Oh, add that to my list. Sorry, ever since I saw the remake, I wanted to watch the original. I guess there are really no rules to this video. I could pick something older. It doesn't necessarily matter, does it? Ooh, the cover of that is pretty. Whoa, pretty. El Senor, the leader of a small cult in... Okay, already I've heard folk horror and cult. A child purported to be the new Messiah. Only when pain and destruction befall the community, El Senor finds himself under attack from one of his own followers, including his 3 daughters, whose burgeoning femininity has already caused them to question their faith. What? Okay, let's can't type. The Flower of Evil. I mean, it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm scared to click on it though, because I don't want to actually see any reviews or like I just want to see how many out of 10. It's not a lot, but you know, I feel like for horror movies, so I know like I'm sitting here like 5.1 is not bad. I mean, half middle of the road there is actually not bad, but I feel like for horror movies, that is kind of like not bad, because I feel like even some of the best ones, like in the majority of the horror community, the ones that we consider like some of the best, aren't usually rated that high, to be honest. So, and it's free on Tubi. Shit, man. I love this. I love this. I love this. This is also good. Is this all from the movie? I love this. Look at that. Look at that. I want to make that the background of my desktop right here. That is gorgeous. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're definitely gonna watch this. Okay. So I guess we're gonna treat this like a come with me style video, because obviously I just picked the movie. So I'm gonna watch this and then I'll be right back to tell you what I thought. I will see you in like, how long is this movie? 104 minutes. So it's been a few days. I really love picking movies sight unseen to watch, but sometimes you end up picking a movie that probably should not be a first impressions video. And that's exactly what happened. Now that I've had time to kind of collect my thoughts about it, what I can give you of my first impression was something like, it's so pretty. You know, from the beginning of the video, you can see I did see a few images from the movie and I remarked at how pretty they are, and the whole movie is like that. The entire movie is like that. It definitely takes the cake for prettiest folk horror movie I've ever seen. The whole movie was incredibly beautiful. The colors were so vibrant. It was gorgeous. And it's almost a shame that I don't know Spanish, because I feel like I normally have no problem reading subtitles, but there were times I had to keep like rewinding because I would just get so distracted by how pretty a scene was that I would like forget that I like couldn't actually understand what the actors were saying and I needed the subtitles. the beautiful, beautiful color grading in this really offsets like the actions of the movie, like the actions that the characters are taking, because it's, you know, if you were to just talk about what happens in the movie, it's extremely dark and extremely violent, which I will say now, right off the bat, if you were thinking about watching this movie, content warning for rape and miscarriage. So, I mean, just from those 2 words alone, you can imagine a lot of fucked up shit happens in this movie. I think the beautiful, like the physical beauty of the movie is done purposefully to offset like all the dark stuff that's happening in this cult community, and it really is a cult. I no longer follow a monotheistic religion like Christianity that's depicted in this movie, but I could still really appreciate the message, at least the way I interpreted it. So basically, our main characters are these 3 sisters whose father is the cult leader and the one spouting off all this crazy nonsense. He's violent, he's crazy, he's constantly kidnapping like these kids and young men, claiming that they are Jesus, like their Messiah, and killing them when it turns out they aren't. And obviously because of this man, their leader, the community is equally as obsessed with finding their savior. So much so that they forget to appreciate the natural beauty of the world around them and the ways that their God manifests in that sense, like in this, you know, earth that he created, if that's what you believe. The 3 daughters serve to show like how not only them but the community is kind of like falling. It's like they almost like they start to question their faith or fall out of their faith because of their father, but then, you know, start to realize that like what, you know, he is preaching and spouting is not the end all be all. So as somebody who stopped going to a Catholic church because of the people, I feel like I very much appreciate what's happening in the movie. I understand how people can ruin an otherwise peaceful religion. It's almost like the film is saying that you don't need to have a leader or this like physical institution like a church or building to go to know God. That's the message I was getting from the movie, and that's what these girls find out. Instead of just blindly following their father, they realize their faith is more than what he says is true, which isn't even necessarily true. And at the same time, it challenges, you know, the viewer's idea of blaming God and the devil for anything that happens, and instead of taking responsibility for your own actions, which is kind of, without spoiling anything, that's kind of explains the ending, the ending of the movie, because up until the end, not a single character really takes responsibility for what they're doing or what they say. It's all either like God's will or the devil is influencing you. In summation, I thought I was just randomly picking a horror movie to watch, and instead I got my brain like turned upside down. It's beautiful, it's very dark. Once again, there a content warning for rape and miscarriage, just in case I don't want to send anybody to this movie and end up really traumatizing them. So I give this a 5 out of 5. I thought it was fantastic. It's 100% a mixed bag, because on IMDb it's got a 5.1 out of 10. On Rotten Tomatoes it has a 100% critic score that's out of 10 rating, so just for context. And it has a 56% audience score, and on Letterboxd it has a 2.7 out of 5. So it if you like slow burns, if you like kind of folk horror, just more unsettling than jump scare and gore fest sort of things. Nothing wrong with either of those, but definitely check this one out. So have you seen Loose? It almost sounded like they were saying lose in the movie, but probably mispronouncing it. If you've seen it, Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. Become a creepy peep today. I post 2 new videos a week now on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I will see you Friday with a new video. Until then, stay strange. Bye.